Good morning. So I thought I'd just do a little reading here. I'm not sure what this is going to be all about. The Divine has me lay out 8 cards. I just wanted to use just the voice recording instead of the video because yesterday's video did not work out at all, or the other day's video. So we're going to try it this way and see how this works until I get the whole other setup set up. Here we go. Okay, so the first card that came out was the Sacred Union. Okay, so we're going to just take a deeper look into that. And of course, you know, you see them together. They're happy. They're together. They're in love. My heart, I can feel it in my heart center that it's, you know, this true divine connection. It's like they're both feeling this divine connection that they have in their hearts. I'm feeling that, you know, they're illuminated on it just because they both feel this connection, and they both know it. Okay, let's go deeper. So the next card that came up was the Arrow Master. The Arrow Master. Now this is a 10 card. So for me, this always means completion. So Sacred Union and the completion, hitting the mark. Illumination, things coming true, things being brought forward, brought up. It's almost like things are being enlightened. I want to use a different word than enlightened. Things are being brought forward or being seen, I guess. And the Divine Feminine is here, and she's, you know, she's pointed her arrow. She's hit her mark. She's there. She's at completion. So I'm not sure if that means they're both at completion, or just, yeah, okay. Because it follows the Sacred Union card, the Partnership card, the Romance card, yes. It is meaning that they are both, it is at completion. The arrow has hit, the Arrow Master, the arrow has hit the mark. It's a 10, it's a completion of the Sacred Union. They're ready for Sacred Union. They're ready to be together in Sacred Union. The time is now. The next card that came up was the Sun Dancers. Now, the Sun Dancers. She's just like floating above herself. So she's just really feeling on top of the world, just like, you know, the light of the sun, the moon, the stars, everything is shining on her, that she's feeling just so fulfilled in her life that, you know, everything, all of her wants and her dreams, everything that she's desired has and is coming forth for her. And she just could not be any happier than she is right now. Things have finally come to fruition for her. She's like a butterfly that's, you know, out of its cocoon. It's just, you know, it's just flying above, just feeling amazing, full of joy. Okay, so the next card that came up was the Web Weaver. Divine Synchronicity. So I'm feeling like, or have this knowing of this tapestry of life, that she's holding this tapestry of life, and that this tapestry of life is now showing her, all of her detours and her courses and everything that she's gone through up until now that have served her very well, and that now she, is being illuminated. She knows of all of this, all of these synchronicities, all of these opportunities, all of these seeming failures, everything that's gone on in her life. She has this knowledge or knowing of now that, it was all in divine timing. It was all a divine process, that she really did need to trust in the process. And that, as she stepped along her process, along her path, that, she was illuminated along the way. And as she kept stepping forward and into her own power and into her journey on her path, that more things would come up for her. And as she believed and as she trusted and as she just had faith and she just kept going, that she eventually, got to this promised land, to this, place of, exaltment or utter manifestation of just feeling just utter bliss and peace and harmony and just, divine happiness, divine health, happiness, wholeness in herself, within herself. She's just so damn happy. She's just feeling like she's on top of the world, that she has conquered. She has, done her time. She has paved her path. She is now ready to, divinely conquer her future. And it's all being laid out for her. And now the path is a more illuminated, easier path. It's not so much steps. It's more like a flatter path that's just so much easier for her to walk on, and that's lit up for her. And she just couldn't be any happier than she is right now. She's excited and she's happy and she's just full of joy, knowing that, her path is going to be an easier path from now on, that she's gotten to this place of peace within herself, and she's stepped her path, and she's done her time, she's done her job, and she's stepped up wisely and into her knowingness of, all that is. Cool. Okay, the next card that came is the River Queen. Now the River Queen. Well, for me, the River Queen is all about divine intervention. It's all about the twin flame journey, the 3s and 6s and 9s. It's all about synchronicities. It's all about consistencies. It's all about living your true self, living your true authentic self in these deeper knowings, these deeper understandings of who you really are and what you're meant to be and what you're here for. And she's just, she looks to be, in divine bliss, that she, is living her truth, is living her path, is exactly where she needs and wants to be. Couldn't be any happier. Knows that she's exactly where she's supposed to be. And she's enlightened. She's feeling enlightened. She's feeling bliss. She's feeling happy. She's just feeling content. Very content with her life right now. She's feeling very content. She's feeling very at peace, and just peace, happiness, joy, bliss, just utter knowings that she's exactly where she needs to be, and that everything that she wants for her life is coming true for her, and that it really couldn't be any other way than that once she stepped her path and she stepped up and into who she really and truly is and was, and kept following that path, and just that led to the enlightenment within, that led her to the here and now, to all these synchronistic moments and opportunities and everything that she that was divinely guided to what she wanted in her life and for her life. And she's stepping right on into it. And she just couldn't be any happier. than she is right now. Okay, great. The next card is the Rainbow Prince. Now, the Rainbow Prince. It's all about rainbows. It's all about rainbows. It's all about that clarity. It's all about that knowingness. It's all about that instant gratification of knowing who you are and who you are meant to be, and feeling that illumination of your heart chakra, your heart center, just being illuminated and filled and fulfilled and opened and expanded to everything that you ever wanted in life. The divine masculine, the divine masculine ever wanted in his life and for his life is now being illuminated for him. He's being shown the way. He is stepping up and into his own and into his heart center as he really and truly is. And he wants to convey exactly, what he's feeling and how he's doing and where he's going and how this, relates to his inner divine feminine, his partnership, his sacred union phase of his life. He is feeling like he is ready as well, that he's ready, willing, and able, wants nothing more than to step up into this inner union with his divine feminine. He wants to be with her, hook, line, sinker. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is no one else that he wants to be with. There is only her. She is everything to him. She feels like home. She feels like peace, happiness, joy, comfort, just everything that he's ever wanted. She is, she's conveying to him. She's conveyed to him. And so now he just fully knows. He truly knows his truth and is what he feels inside. And he's exalted as to what he's feeling and how he's doing and what he's stepping up and into. He himself couldn't be any happier. He is feeling illuminated. He is feeling joy, peace, love, inner knowing, this inner sanctuary, his heart, his throat chakra is lighting up with this rainbow colors that he wants to speak his truth. He wants to show her and tell her and be with her and let her know everything that he feels and wants and needs, and everything about her that is so amazing to him and so synchronistic and he feels such warmth and such knowledge and such knowing and just synchronicity with her and such a divine connection that he wants to speak his truth. He wants to tell her. He wants to convey this all to her, and he can't wait. He's getting so excited to be at where he's at. At that place where he wants to tell her and to feel all the feelings that he's feeling and to show her and tell her and be with her. And he's just so freaking excited that he can hardly contain himself anymore. And it's nothing but rainbows. It's nothing but rainbows on the other side. And he feels this and knows this. And like I said, his throat chakra is fully illuminated in rainbow colors, which means that he wants nothing more than to convey all of this, to speak his truth, to speak all of this information, this guidance, this knowingness, this beingness of who he is, who he wants to be, how he wants to step up, everything that she's ever wanted. He is portraying, he is conveying to her that he is this inner divine masculine that has been waiting for her, that has been, stepping up for her and being his best self and doing his best self, because he has felt this inner connection, even this inner knowing, even though at times he really didn't know what it meant or where it was going or what he was doing or anything about it. He knew there was something special. He knew there was something there. He couldn't put his finger on it either. He couldn't name it. He couldn't pinpoint it. He didn't know how to express it. So he sat back and waited and watched and learned and took it all in. And he was just following his path doing this. He was following his journey, learning and taking it all in and following the breadcrumbs, following the steps, following the stones that were laid out for him, so that he could fully come into his own as who he really is and who he really wants to be. He doesn't have to be who anybody else wants for him to be. He only has to be and wants to be his true self and who he really truly is for his divine feminine and with his divine feminine, because that is his exalted place. That is his place of, worship, or where he wants to be, who he wants to be doing. As everything that he's ever wanted is now being laid out for him on a silver platter, and all he has to do now is to step up and step into it and to speak his truth and to show her and to tell her, and she will step forward as his true partner in life, as was always meant to be, for and with him, with him and for her, for both of them, as a divine couple, as a divine union. They are stepping up and into their power, into their own, as not only their own true selves and their own true powers, but as a power couple, as this true power couple, this true reunion power couple. Freaking amazing. Amazing, amazing, beautiful card. Amazing. Woo! I'm vibrating. Okay, so the next card is the Queen of the Light. The Queen of the Light. Okay, so, the first thing that pops out to me here is that this is the Divine Feminine. Now, she is completely lit up in her power. She is lit up. She's holding it in her hands. She is completely illuminated around her. She knows exactly who she is. She's hit her mark. She knows exactly who she is, what she wants, what she's doing. The heavens have opened up for her to show her exactly everything that needs to be for the both of them to come into reunion together. She has followed her path. She has followed her knowing. She has followed her truth. She has followed her guidance from the divine. She has stepped up and into her power. She's stepped up and into her path as the true divine feminine. And she only wants to help illuminate her partner in all that he can be and do and have as who he really and truly is. Not who she wants for him to be, but who he really and truly is for himself and all others. It's really never been about what each other wants for the other to be for them. It's really always truly been about what makes each other happy. Oh, this is making me feel a lot of emotion. It was never about wanting the other to be whatever we wanted them for them to be for us. It was always and only about helping each other to become our true best selves and to step up and into our own as this true warrior of sorts for the betterment of the alls, and to help each other get to that place of true enlightenment where we could be, do, and have as this union couple to come together as a whole, so that we are more powerful as this power couple, this true couple, that we can step up and forward into all of this as who we really and truly are, each as individuals and also as this true divine power couple. Wow. Very cool. And we're almost there. We're almost there. So the last card that came is the Map Maker of Destiny. Now, the Map Maker of Destiny is all about your authentic purpose. Well, this card is on the Divine Masculine. And he has his pen in hand. And he's got a little bit of a smirk on his face. And he's got his book in his lap. And he is writing to his Divine Feminine. He is writing a love letter to his Divine Feminine, letting her know exactly how he feels about her. Exactly what he knows, what he's stepped up into, his true purpose, his true path, that he, has been enlightened, is being enlightened, He's on his path to true enlightenment, with all of his angelic helpers helping him along his pathways. His divine feminine is always there. His divine feminine's higher self is always there as well, helping him along his pathways of life. And he's happy. He's feeling this inner peace, this inner joy as well, because he now knows that all of this is the truth, was the truth. And he just couldn't be more excited, more happy, more at joy, more at peace within himself, that all of this is coming to be just exactly as he now expects for it to. And in the background, I see their fairy tale cottage, home, whatever you want to call it, their mansion together, their manifesting whatever they want to for a life together, just in the background, all illuminated as they both wish for this to come forward for them both together. So it's all coming to be. It's all coming to be, and it's all coming to be as he writes this letter to his divine feminine, and to show her and to tell her and to express to her, what he's feeling, how he's doing, what he's been going through, the divine synchronicities, the divine timings, the dreams, the synchronicities of all of life, the colors, the numbers, the signs, just everything that has been illuminated to him. The knowings, the wantings, the desires, the callings of his heart and soul, all of that has been illuminated and is being illuminated, and he just wants to express this to her. He wants to tell her everything, and he is feeling a little not standoffish, that's not the word. He is feeling a little like quirky, like a little mischievous, like a little bit like, like, wow, but wow, this is true. This is real. Holy crap. This is not what I was expecting at one time in my life, or appreciating like I am now, but I am now appreciating everything that is coming to me, because I know of this divine connection. I know of these divine happenings, this divine love, this divine timing, this divine, just divine partnership. I know of all of this, and I'm stepping up and into it as my true divine masculine warrior type, and I couldn't be happier, and I want to express all of this to you and to convey everything to you that I am feeling and knowing and being and doing right here and right now. Very cool. So I'm just wondering, can we do one last card? Should we do one last card, or should we end it there? Okay, let's do one last card. Let's do one last overall reading card. Let's do an overall reading card. Here we go. Okay, so we have the word Lord, and it's all about taking him so long, but he also knows that it's in divine timing, it's divine synchronicity, opportunities, synchronistic moments. He knows it's divinely guided. He knows it's divinely timed, but at the same time, he's wishing it wouldn't have taken him so long to get to the here and now, where he knows all of this stuff. He is illuminated. He is fully illuminated. There's candles everywhere, and he is illuminated, and he is writing, quite a page or two or three or four of his communications to his divine feminine, conveying everything to her. And so I guess the overall reading that I feel right now is it's all about communication. It's all about getting this communication out there to his divine feminine, so that their true journeys can begin together here now, once he comes forward for her, to show her and to be all that he needs to be for her in this communication, to express, to convey, to tell her how he feels and what's happening, what's been going on with and for him, to sort of illuminate her on everything that's happening and that has happened with, to, and for him. And so, great reading. It's all about the sacred union and divine communication, stepping up, stepping forth, stepping into your true powers, both on your own as well as this divine couple, this divine partnership, and just see what the future holds. What the future holds in that crystal ball. There it is. What the future holds in that crystal ball of life for them. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be quite the journey. What is to come. And it reminds me of a book that I started writing years ago now called Ana La Vida. Be true to yourself and life will hand you all that you could have ever dreamed possible. And in that book, at the very end of the book, there's actually a second book that's going to be coming, even though the first book's not done. And it was Ana La Vida, The Journey Continues. So it's all about what's to come. So I was always feeling that like Ana La Vida couldn't be finished until I lived some more of that life of her. And so now I'm wondering, maybe it's time for Ana La Vida to be completed, to come forth, because we are going to be stepping up and into our new divine union connection, and what is to come is already on its way. It's already coming. So, okay, everyone, step up and into your true power to get to see what's on the other side, to get to see what's in that crystal ball of life for you and your divine partner. Step up and into this union phase and see where it takes you. Okay, everybody, great reading. This is a great reading to sort of complement the past reading. Really sorry that the last reading that I did on, coming together with your, into divine union, for those who are coming into divine union, it really is worth a listen to. Some of it at the beginning especially is crackly and the audio is not great, but there is so much in there. There's so many messages for the divine masculine and the divine feminine and coming into union and how that all comes to be. And there's questions from the divine. There's just so much information available there that it really is worth, trudging through, stepping through into it and listening to it regardless of the way that the audio sounds. It gets better as the reading goes on. It didn't turn out great, but the reading itself, there's so much communication in there. There's so much truth and knowledge and information from the divine that it is so worth you listening to. So I'm going to attach that at the bottom of this so that you can get into that, because it's fairly long, but hey, it is worth every second, every minute of it, because there is so much information available for all of us. Anybody that's in a twin flame divine connection, anybody that's getting close to reunion or is in reunion, the reunion phase, this will all resonate with all of you. So, it's really is worth watching and listening to. That one is a video audio. I'm really hoping that this audio is a lot better than the video audio, and I'm setting up a totally different system where I could do the audio and the video together. That's going to be a much better system set up. So I'm working on that right now. So anyways, for right now, just step up and into your own true power as who you really are, into your divine connection, into your divine union, and just see where it's going to go from there, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible. And you're not going to be any happier than you are right now.